He used to believe that wars had a beginning and an end, a declaration, a ceasefire, a signature on paper. He was wrong. Wars don't end, they pause, and in those pauses, people try to rebuild what will inevitably be destroyed again. His name was Adam. Before the wars, Adam had a life that made sense. Not perfect, just functional. He had a job that paid enough, a small apartment with cracked walls, and a woman who believed tomorrow was worth planning for. Her name was Lena. She believed in the future the way investors believe in growth, patiently, stubbornly, irrationally hopeful. She talked about children, about planting a tree they would never sit under in its shade, about getting old together in a city that still existed. Adam listened. He smiled. He didn't argue. Back then, hope was cheap. The first war, loss of stability. The first war arrived quietly. Now, bombs at first, just inflation, layoffs, and fear disguised as patriotism. Adam lost his job in a single meeting that lasted 7 minutes. 7 minutes to erase 10 years of effort. Lena held his hands that night and said, "We'll manage." And they did. That's the most dangerous thing about the first war. It teaches you resilience. It convinces you that survival equals strength. The second war, loss of home. The second war was louder. Missiles, sirens, borders closing like doors slammed in their faces. Their apartment became rubble while they were buying bread. Adam stood there, staring at what used to be their bedroom, their kitchen, their plans. Lena cried silently, like someone afraid to make noise in a world already screaming. That night, she asked him, "If we survive this, will we ever feel safe again?" Adam didn't answer, because safety had already gone bankrupt. The third war, loss of love. The third war didn't announce itself. It crept in through shortages, medicine, electricity, clean water. Lena got sick. Nothing dramatic, just a fever that wouldn't leave. Hospitals were overcrowded. Doctors were exhausted. Supplies were rationed like hope. Adam watched a nurse choose who deserved oxygen. Lena wasn't chosen. She died holding his hand, apologizing. "I'm sorry," she whispered, as if it was her fault. Adam thought that apology haunted him more than her death. After Lena, time stopped behaving normally. Days blended. Years collapsed into moments. Adam measured life in wars, not birthdays. He moved from country to country, refugee camp to overcrowded cities, always carrying two things, a worn-out backpack and Lina's ring. People fell in love around him, built families, moved on. Adam didn't. Moving on felt like betrayal, like declaring her loss acceptable. The fourth war. Loss of meaning. The fourth war happened somewhere else, but it still reached him. Wars always do. It took his faith not in God, but in humanity. He watched people argue online about whose suffering mattered more, like analysts comparing quarterly losses. He stopped reading the news. He already knew the ending. At night, Adam spoke to Lena. He told her about the cities that no longer existed, about how children learned the sound of bombs before learning how to read. "I survived again," he said once. "But I don't know why. Survival without purpose is just delayed grief." The last war, loss of self. The final war had no soldiers. It was inside him. Adam grew old in a peaceful country that treated his pain like expired documentation. People told him to be grateful. "You're safe now." Safe from what? From the past that lived inside his chest. He walked through clean streets that felt artificial, like movie sets built over mass graves. He imagined Lena there, older, laughing softly, asking him why he looked so tired. "I waited," he'd answer. "For you?" On a quiet evening, Adam sat by the window, the ring on the table beside him. He wrote his last words. "They call it peace when the bombs stop. I call it loneliness with better lighting." He lay down and closed his eyes. This time, he didn't wake up. And somewhere in a place untouched by wars, Lena was finally waiting.